Casey Sanders was out hunting with his bow in the forest when he suddenly stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare. A strange naked man wandering through the trees. Now listen, running into a deer is normal, but running into a guy without pants, that's a different kind of horror story. And just when Casey thought things couldn't get any weirder, what happened next left him completely stunned. Stick around, this one's wild.
Talking about Christian here, you know this is a hunter, and I'm a little confused. This is my land. I'm here with weapons, and somebody standing in my creek naked. I mean, I'm not gonna shoot you, but you're. What? Are you alone? If I see somebody else, this will not be good. What? Explain to me what happened. Can you? What? Show? What kind of show? Do you know what it was called?
After a quick chat, he learns the guy came from an electronic music festival. Though, let's be honest, that still doesn't explain the missing pants.
Where are your clothes? Where? You don't know where your clothes are? You've been on this creek for 4 days. Nobody's with you. I mean, you got to look at it from my standpoint. Listen, you know you're not far from. You know, you went to Tomorrow World? I'm guessing. What? Am I from? Okay, you're not far from the original place. Do you know where it's at in relation to where you live? Where do you live? No, better than that.
The man was clearly in shock after spending so many days lost in the wilderness, convinced he might never make it out alive. He told Casey that he'd been beaten by some people at a big music festival and remembered nothing since. At first, Casey was cautious, because, let's be honest, seeing a naked man in the woods is not exactly reassuring. But after hearing his story, he decided to help him back to civilization and reunite him with his family. So, what do you guys think? What would you have done in this situation? And hey, if you enjoy these kinds of stories, don't forget to hit subscribe. I drop videos a few times a week, each one more disturbing than the last. Fred Eichler, the man behind the YouTube channel of the same name, is no stranger to wilderness adventures, hunting, surviving, and capturing it all on camera. In this video, he's exploring a serene river in Alaska, everything calm and peaceful, until he spots a few bear cubs on the riverbank. Now, as everyone who's ever read a nature guide knows, bear cubs are never alone. And sure enough, their parent isn't far behind. Suddenly, what started as a peaceful outing turns into a real-life don't move or get eaten scenario. Sometimes in the wild, your cuteness radar can get you into major trouble.
Come on. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Hey, did you get that? Pull. Come on, Frank. Did you get that? I would have had a shooter on the next one. Oh, good. What's this?
Out of nowhere, the mother bear explodes into motion, charging at breakneck speed. She sees the boat and immediately perceives it as a threat to her cubs. Our guys, adrenaline pumping, fire warning shots nearby, managing to scare her off, but just barely. Fred moves purely on instinct as the massive bear lunges toward him. Without their weapons, things could have turned deadly in an instant. She retreats into the forest, but not completely, leaving a lingering sense of danger and the question, what will happen if she comes back?
There's so much that doesn't make the final show. For example, on this brown bear hunt, when this huge sow charged us, and my guide had to shoot right in front of it, trying to divert the charge. One of the things that didn't make that show is that his gun jammed right after that first shot. So had that bear continued to charge, or had that shot in front of it not stopped that bear, well, I may not be here right now talking about 10 years of eastern bow hunting.
After the first shot, Fred's gun jammed, making it completely useless. He had fired to scare the bear away, just as many viewers suggested he should, but then the gun failed. That shot brought pure tension and fear as they made their way to safety, not knowing if the mother bear would strike again, and with no backup plan. Luckily, the bear was spooked enough to retreat in this case. Without that single warning shot, things could have ended much more tragically, and yes, probably would have made a much shorter YouTube video. What would you have done? Would you have shot at the bear or just nearby? The channel Flex Tape is all about camping and hiking, though not the kind of camping most of us would ever try. While we stick to safe trails and normal campsites, he chooses the creepiest, most unsettling places imaginable. That way, we get the thrill from the safety of our couch, and he gets, well, nightmares. In this episode, he decided to spend the night in an abandoned farmhouse, all alone. And really, if you mix farmhouse with abandoned, you already know things won't stay peaceful for long. Still, he went through with it, and what happened next was exactly the kind of nightmare fuel you'd expect.
Welcome back to another video. A massive thank you to everybody who's been tuning in recently and coming to check out what I'm doing. Strange one tonight, really weird one. I've decided to come out on my own. Quite a busy road behind us, but yeah, I've decided to come out on my own, and because I'm very, very close to, I'm not too far away from where I live. These kind of places are accessible. I've been to this place before. It's an old farmhouse. It was owned by a poet, and me and Dan came to this, I think it was last year, and we did some paranormal stuff in there. So you know how remote this place is. I mean, if you haven't seen the video, have a look in the description. Like the last time I was here, it is really in the middle of nowhere. There's the odd building there. Straight across here. This field is where the house is. It is literally in the middle of nowhere.
The place screamed abandoned, and yet he walked in. Bad idea.
Nicest welcome. But I mean, we're here now. Yeah, I don't think a lot's changed, to be quite honest. Look at that, the last move that used to be in there, in the sink. We've got steel path. Here's the fire where last time we were here, we down at the fire. Never noticed that last time, it's like a checkered board or something. But yeah, it's just a really, really old farmhouse. There's not really a lot in here.
All the signs said run, but he stayed anyway, and sometimes curiosity doesn't just kill cats, it drags people straight into nightmares.
There's my sleeping bag. That's also, that's literally what I've got. This is literally my setup. It's completely unplanned, but yeah, I wanted to do it. So probably if I ever do this next time, or if I do it again or whatever, I'll probably bring more stuff. Oh man, this is mental. I haven't heard anything, so I think I'm far enough away from. If there's no cars, there should be no farms, should be no people. I should be fine. So I'm gonna get my stuff out of it.
After setting up his bed on a mattress so dirty you'd probably be better off sleeping on the floor, he decided to go explore the place, because really, what could possibly go wrong with that?
Make sure there's no noises and stuff. So this is, well, I think we've got a kitchen and maybe dining room area. Very windy outside. I keep getting spooked by the wind. I thought that was a pillow. That was concrete. Sink. Last time I was here, you're not going to believe this, right? But I'll show you this. Last time I was here, this works. Or it did. Oh, the pipes have rotted through, but there is water. And last time I was here, I could actually get the water coming out of the taps. Might be old, but it still works. It's built properly. That's some sort of dresser. And I just love how this whole stuff's still here. Don't know what that is. Family talcum powder. Family talcum powder.
After finishing his exploration of the house, he headed back upstairs to his so-called bed. Luckily, he had a sleeping bag, because without it, he'd be stuck lying directly on that mattress, easily the creepiest thing in the entire house.
House doesn't deserve it. Oh my god. Wow. That is an old metal bed. Look at that. Oh, there's a sticker there, look. Nice. Look. Honestly, the things that I do. It's awful, look at it. Oh. So I'm going to get semi-comfortable in here, and yeah, I'll see if I can get a little bit of sleep. Even if it's just an hour. But I'm just thinking to myself now, like, who was the last person to lay in this bed? Who was the last person to sleep in this bed? When was it? You know, it's all these questions going around my head. It's just, it's nerve-wracking, I think, as well. It is scary. It's weird. I've left that door open. In case I don't know. In case I need to go out or something. I don't know. This is the quietest room as well. I can't hear the wind as much in this room. So yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep now. So we're gonna head over to the night vision camera.
He got ready for bed and left the camera recording. Everything seemed quiet, until suddenly sounds echoed as if someone or something was climbing the stairs. It seemed luck was on his side tonight. The man didn't see him at all, only the night vision camera was slightly visible. After the encounter, he quietly started packing, careful not to make a sound, unsure if the man was still inside or what his intentions might be.
It's safe now anyway. But I'm sure I saw someone's feet. I definitely heard something. Pretty sure I haven't left anything. As quiet as I can.
Fortunately, it seems the man had left, and he managed to get out safely from the abandoned house, which, apparently, still gets visitors from time to time. Who was that man, and what was he doing in the house at such a late hour? If you have any theories, drop them in the comments. Just don't go checking the house yourself, unless you want to make a cameo in the next video. This next clip from TikTok user Warren Watson starts off as a simple day riding through forest trails, but things quickly take a dark turn. At first, it's just your usual ride, until the bike starts struggling and the chain pops off. A simple mechanical hiccup, or so it seems. He manages to fix it and sets off again, unaware that the forest has other plans for him. Let's just say, sometimes even a peaceful ride can turn into a survival lesson.
Probably my favorite trail ever.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What happened? What happened? Oh, dude. My chain fell off. Fucking heck. My frickin' chain, dude.
It sounded like a little girl's scream for help, but our biker didn't bite. Maybe he's watched enough horror movies to know better. He managed to fix the chain and tore off, leaving the scream behind. The clip's short, so we don't know what happened next. Maybe it was a trap, maybe not. Either way, he wasn't brave or foolish enough to find out. Some things are better left a mystery, and some screams better left ignored. Johnny Taco Outdoors has faced deserts, forests, and mountains, always with his trusty dog Daisy and a rugged off-road truck that can tackle almost anything. But in this adventure, it won't be weather or wild animals causing trouble. The clip starts with him cruising down a quiet forest trail, blissfully unaware that nature, and maybe something stranger, has its own plans. Let's just hope Daisy's not the only one watching her back tonight.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another adventure video. So it feels good to be back home. I'm up in Big Bear right now, airing down the tires using the Morphlate, of course. If you guys want to check out Morphlate, check out the link in the description. My code will get you a discount. It is a beautiful day up here. The smell of the trees is awesome. It's about 70 degrees and sunny. Can hit the trail. I have a 6-mile route planned. Gonna go hang out on a meadow if nobody's camping there. So let's try to get there and secure the spot.
We're back in Big Bear, and this forest has seen everything from calm, quiet mornings to packed trailheads on the weekends. After airing down the tires, I hit the trail, just following where the road takes me.
Well, it is busy out here, so I usually try to go to the other side of the lake. But I got over there, and because of the recent fires, the roads are all closed over there, so now I'm here, but it's all right. A couple dirt bikers up there, but yeah, beautiful out here. If you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna make our way through this really beautiful valley and down onto a meadow. If nobody's there, we'll see. If somebody's there, then we'll have to go exploring, which that would be fun too. So Daisy's here. You could probably see her in the back. Subscribe for Daisy.
Big Bear National Forest has been a retreat for Southern Californians for generations, but with its beauty comes the chaos, especially on the weekends. It's no secret that finding peace out here isn't always easy.
While following some maps on the road to find a camping spot, Johnny found most paths blocked for maintenance. Eventually, he ended up somewhere off the plan, and let's just say, the forest here doesn't exactly hand out welcome signs. Hopefully, he remembered to bring more than just his sense of adventure.
Like I said earlier, crossing my fingers that nobody is there camping. So we'll have to see. But it is lunchtime. I brought a couple of different meals. I think I'm going to do breakfast for lunch. Haven't eaten today. Besides some peanuts. So, yeah, I brought some eggs. I brought some bell peppers, but I might save that for dinner. Yeah, I got eggs. What else do I got? Can't remember what I brought. Oh, I brought a plantain, so I'm going to cook that up. Eggs with a plantain on the scuttle. Super delicious. So let's make our way through this beautiful trail. It's so nice up here. Last time I was here was with Michael Tran in the snow. So it's cool to see it during springtime. Absolutely beautiful.
The spot looked peaceful, the perfect place for camping, or the start of a horror story. You decide.
I wanted to camp at, but there's people already there. They had firewood, tents set up, so they're definitely camping. I didn't see anybody. I don't know. They took off in another vehicle, probably, or they were taking an afternoon nap. But there's another trail where there's a couple places to camp. I don't know. I feel like the one spot for sure is going to be taken. The other one, it's kind of off the trail a little bit, so I may be good. So this is exactly why I need to retire early. You know, I'm thinking 2029, 2030, just retire, and then I can go camping during the week when everybody's at work, and then I won't have this problem. And then also I could travel the whole US and film videos all the time. That would be fun. Anyways, I'm gonna make my way over there and hope I get lucky.
I arrived at a spot I was hoping to camp at, one I've had my eye on, but someone was already there. So I pulled up Onyx, searched for a backup, and found a spur trail I'd never been on before. That offshoot trail led me to something better, a quiet hilltop away from the crowd. Out here we're chasing more than just a campsite. We're chasing solitude, space to breathe. Moments that remind us we're small in the best way possible. But on this trip, I'd learned not everyone's out here for the same reason.
After finding the perfect spot to camp, he got his gear ready, settled in, and let Daisy stretch her legs. He started preparing a meal, enjoying the calm and peaceful evening. That is, until something or someone decided their quiet little adventure wasn't going to stay peaceful. Because in the wilderness, peace is often just the calm before the chaos.
You guys, this trip has been very abruptly interrupted by showing you guys on the screen. Right down there, there's a group campground. And both of the guys came up here and they said, I can't camp here because they paid for the spot down there. So I don't even want to be here anymore. And I am going to go find somewhere else to camp for the night. I'll see you guys when I get there.
I was on National Forest land 75 yards away from the group campground. I wasn't blocking a trail, I wasn't in a developed campground, and I was on an already existing trail. Yet still, someone decided to confront me. Was it entitlement, a lack of understanding about public land laws, or were they just uncomfortable seeing someone near their camp? I'll let you decide. Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. Well, I packed up, not wanting drama, and headed farther out.
Apparently, some campers had set up a little further down and suddenly appeared, claiming the spot as their exclusive territory. Not wanting any drama, he decided to move to another spot to avoid a fight. After all, nothing ruins a camping trip faster than unnecessary conflict, or a viral video showing you losing it in the woods.
Found this spot. I actually been up here before. First time I came up here was when my truck was stock and I got a sidewall puncture. This was the trail where I said, I'm never off-roading again. But now look at me. Anyways, like I said, everything worked out pretty good. The sun is coming out and now the exposure is better, kind of. But yeah, we got a pretty awesome view. I want to say it's Pioneer Town down there. Not 100%. That is the direction I want to say. Never been to Pioneer Town and taken the trail up into Big Bear, but maybe one of these days. But yeah, pretty stoked to be here. Man, I was a little heated having to move, but you know what? I'm glad that the people came over and said something, because I didn't want to camp there anyways if they didn't want me there. But yeah, it's all good. Everything worked out. I was just in the middle of editing, you know, Lake Powell stuff, that area. Yeah, I'm going to get back to editing, and we're going to cook dinner a little bit later. It's all good.
Puppy, we moved, didn't we? You need to go explore this area now. You have to check it out, Daisy. You just love exploring, don't you, buddy? Don't you? Just look at her face. Daisy, look at me. She's like, no, I want to go walk around. Just look at that face. Like I said earlier, if you guys don't subscribe just for Daisy, I don't know what to tell you. She's one cute dog. Can you shake for me, Daisy? See, look at that. She even does tricks.
After that little encounter, things finally started to settle down. It turns out the meeting with those other campers wasn't nearly as dramatic as it first seemed. By making the smart move and relocating, he not only found a much better spot to set up camp, but he also avoided any unnecessary arguments. Sometimes stepping back and dodging a fight leaves you way ahead. Plus, no one ended up throwing rocks or telling bad ghost stories at your campsite. Honestly, winning without even trying, that's peak camping strategy right there. In August 2025, the creator behind Cursed Urban, famous for his spine-chilling videos exploring haunted places and tracking restless spirits, took on one of his most daring adventures yet. He ventured deep into what the locals ominously call the Shadow Forest, a place whispered about in fear and full of dark legends. He says this might be one of the most intense experiences of his life, so let's dive in and see exactly what he encountered.
I am out here camping. And finally, after much talking, after much promising, after much work, but still a lot to go, I brought the RV out with me. So, or I'm going to be camping in the RV. Yeah, brought the RV out with me. I'm going to be camping in the RV tonight. So, yeah, but we pulled up here. We pulled up to a forest that I have not been to. I think I was out here one time. They call it the Forest of Shadows. Now, in this forest, there has been lots of reports of cryptids, paranormal activity, people being followed, people hearing footsteps, hearing laughter coming from the woods, sightings of dogmen, hellhounds, Bigfoot even. Anything you can think of, it's been found in this forest or seen in this forest.
The creator recounts how he spent time fixing up his camper and handling other preparations. Basically, all the usual setup, until things finally took a turn for the creepy, the exact reason we're all here. Even though it wasn't his first time in this forest, he'd been there a few months earlier, everything felt different this time, and then, out of nowhere, strange sounds began to echo around him.
A really cool forest, though. I like this. All right, so I'm actually going to get some what's called B-roll shots. And what B-roll shots are is they're kind of the filler shots. Like you'll probably see this next one. I'm going to film myself walking down the trail. You probably see that. You probably will have seen that already. I just heard something move over there. But it's probably just an animal of some sort. Sounds like I got a window open somewhere.
After hearing those strange sounds, the creator heads back into his camper, clearly shaken by what he'd just experienced. Some viewers later pointed out in the comments that when he turned his back to the camera, they noticed something moving in the shadows behind him. Inside the caravan, he kept filming, just in case something else happened. But in the end, that was it for the night. Nothing more. At least, nothing caught on camera. I know the last 2 clips might not have been the scariest, but don't worry though, I've already got a few juicier stories lined up, so make sure you don't miss the next one. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, tell me what you liked, what you didn't. I read them all, even the ones where people say, "Bro, you sound like you record these in a basement," which for the record, I don't. Probably. Until next time, this is Whispers in the Dark. Stay safe out there, and take care of your bodies. Because if you don't, well, the forest probably will.